Quick video. Finally got the core support I've been waiting for since July. The box was pretty hemmed up, and the extra money that they made me pay for it, I was really hoping that this was going to come from AMD or something, but according to them, it came from a place called Gold Star, and they have a catalog of parts for muscle cars as well. The box says made in Taiwan on the back of it. I mean, a lot of this shit is made in Taiwan. I wanted AMD or Goodmark because it's made here. And usually the overseas stampings aren't that great because they're copies of like original stampings that we have here. But it doesn't seem to be damaged too much. It's got a little ding right here, but I can straighten that out. I got the panels that bolt that to my fender, and then my lower valance will bolt to the front here. This is where my original one right here was rotted out, and then on this side it's all pushed in from the accident. I bent it back out, the original one, but you can see my nose doesn't mount correctly because of it. And then I was thinking that was a deformity or something, but I don't see any witness marks where it like got KO'd or anything. So, and then if you look at it on this end, you can see that those pretty much line up with each other. So I'm thinking it's supposed to be like that. If not, I'll just have to work around it because I'm not waiting another 8 months or trying to return this thing. I mean, otherwise, it's better than anything I'll find used. Anything I'll find used will need work around the holes down here where they rot out and everything. I got the battery box and it bolts into the other side. And if I'm thinking correctly, the frame horns pop out through here, and this is where the brackets for the nose will. It's actually, I don't think the frame horns pop out because this bolts on top of the frame. I don't know what those are for. Now that I think about it, because this thing bolts on top of the frame. So the frame horns ain't going to go through there, they're going to go ahead of that. Well, anyways, just wanted to show that off, and then these are for the sport mirrors. I already have that plastic pad for both sides, but the ones I have are all weather checked and have paint on them I'd have to clean off. With this I won't have to do that. And then, so that's the bracket right there, and then it comes with all the hardware. You can see the hardware better on this one. I mean, it's just a couple screws and some lock washers, but I saw it earlier when I was looking at these. There's a fine threaded one, you can't bolt the mirrors on without the bracket. And then two, there's a fine threaded bolt in here. I saw it in here. There it is right there. There's a fine threaded screw in there that bolts the mirror to this bracket. And it's got a Torx head on it. I would have played hell trying to find that in a hardware store. And I couldn't find those brackets used everywhere. I guess they're kind of a hot item. But they were $16 a piece. They came from OER. OER is like good restoration parts. And then, of course, we got the carton of smokes while we're in New Hampshire. So that was today's haul. That's going to be the last of picking up parts out in New Hampshire for at least until the car's pretty much complete, and I've saved up some more money because, well, we're out of money. But this looks a lot better than the floppy piece of shit that I got bolted to the car now. Like, quite literally, if I went out to the car and I unbolted my fender, I could grab this side of the core support that's on my car and lift it up, because it's just all rotted out down there. It's not even rotted out, it's more or less pulled out from the accident. And then I got all the new bushings that go on the top and bottom, and I have the correct hardware to bolt that to the, like I said, I didn't play no games when I was ordering parts for this. I got every piece of hardware and every piece of metal that this thing is going to need to be solid. I need this car to be worth something when it's done, in case something happens to me. My family can get rid of it, or they can keep it. But all I know is I want to enjoy it while I'm here, and I'll leave it to my kids. Until the next one.